All right, here we are. Here we are. Here we are. We don't have a name for this podcast yet,
No name yet.
but this is what's the name of our league? We are all this left fantasy podcast, episode one. Even though technically we're in week eight, I'm gonna pour myself a beer to start this thing off. My first guest, episode one, week eight. Pull out a little sheet here. Some of you might know him as Dilfer. I hardly know her. Some people might know him as he calls himself Big Daddy. Some people might know him as your first place team, 6-1 overall. That I'm sure he'll be at the very end of the year when it matters. Some of you might know him as only paying $2 for Jake Ferguson. You know, some people might know him as beating Derek Wentz with only one quarterback playing this past week. Not easy to do. Not easy to do. It's Mike Vanetta, folks.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Oh, wow, Mike. First
Happy to be
guest.
here.
First guest, Mike.
Real honor.
Feel pretty
Real
good. We'll see how this goes.
Yeah.
So, basic concept. Just gonna do a little podcast every week. Obviously, first episode, pilot episode. We'll see what happens.
Yep.
A little recap of the week, a little preview of the next week. Where we talk some transactions, might have some recurring segments. Guest, maybe two guests, co-hosts. We don't know. We're gonna see how this rolls. I would assume some of these bums won't even want to join, but that's it's not my problem.
Yep.
So I think we'll start first off. We're gonna go over the standings, last week's matchups, see what happened in the week. So we don't really need to talk about what happened up there.
I mean,
I mean, you
we
run
can
into
if you
Betty, what
want.
are you supposed to do? You run into Betty, what are you supposed to do?
You tape the
192
win.
points.
Yeah, it's a hurricane. You just tape the windows and hope.
I scored 147.
Yeah, there ain't many people you're losing to last
Mm.
week, and you
Mm.
just, I mean, it's just a buzzsaw.
2-5, tough. You try to stay positive when you're down here.
It can get hard, man. It's a grind. When you start getting that far below 500, you start thinking bad things.
I will say, whenever if I get Clausen on here, it's gonna be a very depressing fantasy podcast for with us two.
All doom, all gloom.
Maybe we'll just have a losers podcast with the
There
four
we
of
go.
us or whatever. Mike, first place.
Things are going well.
You know,
Surprisingly so.
a couple people are hot though.
Oh, I
Brandon
mean,
Wang, 4 straight, by the way.
Wang coming in hot. I mean, if anybody counts out Medi at this point, you're just silly. And then, Smitty's got a formidable team. That guy always finds a way to win. I feel like the only person I'm objectively not scared of that's over 500 is Derek Wentz. But
Wow. Shots fired already.
well, I think he got put on fraud alert last week, and I think his house of cards is going to start crumbling.
Brutal. Brutal. Hey, some of us down at four of us at 2-5 could be a big week. Could be a big week.
I mean, anybody. So we've got an interesting spread right now with nobody sitting at 500 and a big chunk of people just a game over. So this is going to be a huge week to start moving kind of people up and down, I think.
Yep.
You and the other 2 and 5 guys, you need a win this
I'm
week.
dead.
You
I'm
need a win.
dead. Dead in the water.
You need a win so bad. And I feel like you have a favorable matchup this week.
I don't even know who I play. Who do I play?
You might want to check that out.
Oh gosh, come on. Boy, 93 projected points. That's not a good spot to be.
I mean, have you even set your lineup yet? What is going on?
Yeah. Well, yeah, we got some things working. Couple big matchups this week.
Oh yeah.
All right, maybe not.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of
You and
movers
Matty.
in
You
the
and Matty is
matchup.
big. You and Matty is big.
Yeah. Bancroft and Wang both sitting 4 and 3.
Ooh.
That's going to be a big one.
Yep.
Somebody kind of catapults up into that
Tell
winner
you,
echelon, and somebody gets stuck in purgatory.
tell you what, Gary got hot last week. 178.
Gary found, I mean, he
He's
cut
taking on
all of the mud out of those shoes, man. He
Smitty.
was,
Taking on Smitty this week.
yeah.
All right,
So,
let's talk transactions.
all right.
I don't think we need to go through anything else in here. There were some trades last week.
2 big trades
Where do we
last
want to
week.
start? You want to start my trade or the other trade? Let's start the other
Let,
trade.
let's start with the other trade. So that was
So
Nate and Michael Goss.
Goss got George Pickens and Jordan Mason.
Yep.
Nate got Troy Franklin, James Cook. I think George Pickens had a big week, didn't he?
Well,
Oh no, 10. Last week he had a big week.
And I mean, I feel like Troy Franklin's had one week where he kind of
Yeah,
went off the chain, and then it's kind of been iffy the rest of
yeah.
it. A lot of middling weeks.
I tell you, I don't know. I don't know who won this trade at this point.
It's hard to say. I mean, I feel like Cook's gonna get more touches and more production than Mason,
Mm,
especially if with how our offense has been going lately. But and by our, I mean the Vikings.
it's true.
But yeah,
Feels
I mean
like
that's pretty even.
Cook's the better running back. Pickens is the better receiver.
Yeah,
So,
I think so too. I mean,
like,
that's
I'm not sure
that's
what it
kind of the whole
accomplished.
spirit of getting trades done, isn't it?
We do have more trades in this league. I will say, the more I talk to people in fantasy leagues and my other leagues, there are basically no trades ever.
Wild.
And we used to never have trades. And I don't know what, I think it was Goss decided to send 8,000 trades a year, really push things forward.
Yeah, guy was a spark. It's exactly what we needed.
And this other trade obviously involves me, but
Oof, blockbuster trade.
it's a little early since obviously nobody's played, but
Right?
it's hard to even fathom everything. Now, Fields got benched, which I had a feeling was going to happen.
Yeah, but I mean, Daniels is hurt for who knows how long.
Mm-hmm. My thought with Fields is that he might get back on the field at some point.
Hard to say.
I'm also halfway punting on the season, but
Yeah, you're
got
you're
Drake
running
London
it up.
back.
Yeah.
Big Kamani Vidal fan. Had to give up Travis Hunter after riding him until he had one good week, but
Well, that's when you trade him though. You go out on top.
hey. So I don't know. That one's a ways out. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
I
A
guess we
lot
could
of
revisit some old trades here. Jordan Addison for Trey Benson. That was so far my trade of the year.
oof, man.
Poor
I
Gary.
mean, yeah, Gary took that one pretty up in the shorts. Sorry, Gary.
Hey.
That was rough.
Well, um, we talk fab, but there wasn't really anything exciting in the free agent market.
It's
Goss
been
paying 38
slow.
for Oronde
Rondé
Gadsden.
Gadsden. Yeah.
Gadsden. I don't even know.
38 bucks for
I'm
a
not gonna
for a
lie, I don't
tight
even know who
end.
that is.
No, I mean, he scored 26 last week,
I
so
realize that, but who the hell?
yeah, I don't know.
I paid $30 for Andy Dalton, but
You do love a ginger.
we just I was like, I just want to get him. And Nate paid 17, so I was somewhat on the people who are
Yeah,
going to pay money
you
for him.
weren't too far off at all.
You know what makes me confused is when I see this stuff and I see Nolt's the best bid 12. I'm like, I didn't bid $12.
The number of times this season
This
I've
guy,
conflated his username with you.
this fucking guy.
I mean, it's near infinite. It's every day I look at it, I'm like, what the fuck is Jordan? Oh yeah, it's not Jordan.
Might have to be a end of year award. Worst team name.
But yeah, not a lot of cooking going on in the Fabs.
Yeah, I'm gonna revisit this in my last segment, but potential rule change next year. But
Yeah.
we'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Okay.
I believe you have something you wanted to share.
Yeah, so I've been crunching some numbers. We want to kind of touch base on where we're at regarding the transaction fees this year. And so I actually went back through some history of the league. Let me see if I can get this up for you. Give me 1 second, please.
Dead air, not good
There we
podcast,
go.
Mike.
Yep, no, you're good. No, I crunched some numbers from going back 4 total years, with this year being the fourth year.
Yep.
There's been a little bit of movement in who was in the league in terms of we went from 10 teams to 12 a couple years ago, obviously.
Yep.
But overall, as you can see here on the far right, transactions are drastically down league wide. I did have to
Unbelievable.
do a little math in terms of kind of where I think we might end up this year at the end of the year
Yep.
to be able to compare it to previous years. But with the year half over, I kind of feel like this year's transactions are at least 75% done. I feel like there's going to be fewer transactions between now and the end of the year than there have been so far. So obviously it's just a guess, but
Nope. Man,
as
I'm
you
down.
can see,
I'm down. What am I doing?
as you can see, we have a large portion of people who do not seem as transaction happy as they have been in the past. Namely, we're going to write Medi off because he's only got 1 year to draw from.
But he hasn't done anything.
No, he isn't. And I mean, with that roster, would you do anything?
That's a
Because
good
I
point.
wouldn't.
Good point.
I don't
Good
even
point.
know. I mean, so I mean, then we just go to the next person who had, we'll just call it a healthy amount of transactions, 66,
A few
43,
wins.
47, and currently sitting at 12. So
Unbelievable.
a guy has to wonder when you look at some of these numbers if people are afraid of spending a dollar.
Hmm.
And I feel like that's probably the case for some of it. But I
I'm
feel like
trying to
there
figure
a
out why
little,
I'm down so much. I don't feel like I'm.
well, I think there's a second reason that comes into play that we can touch on. We're going to come back to that though.
No.
One person I did want to shout out was Brandon Wang.
Whoa.
If the projection holds, he's going 1 for 1. That man, head first.
Guy likes to gamble.
Yep. The Kloss for Doss boat was hard to gauge as well, since Dostal was basically an absentee father last year, and Clausen's fighting for his life.
Boston also took like 6 moves just to get his roster in working order after the draft.
This is also true. Those are the pains of auto drafting. But as you can see, the bottom line is league year over year, we're going to be down 43-ish% if this
Jesus.
kind of pace continues. So, I mean,
I might have to
we've
pump my
got
numbers up.
100. We got $126 in the kitty, which, I'm not going to sneeze at $126,
Oh,
but I feel like we could do better.
I need to. I need to put in some work.
Yep. The other part of this that is interesting to me that shows you it's not like people are just, people just aren't moving money. I mean, here's as of right now, this is current today,
Yep.
everybody's waiver budget. We have 4 people with $90 or more.
Jeez.
We have 9 out of 12 managers in the league with more than $50 left in their waiver budget. So I mean, it's just people are, that's what we
Well,
talk about.
I just spent 50 last week just for the hell of it.
Well, yeah, I mean, you blew a big wad, Goss blew a big wad, and I mean, even if you get rid of the outliers in Medi with 100 and Goss with 6, the average still came out the same. It's right around $65 left per person. So I think a big part of this that kind of segues into the next part we were going to talk about is that there's just not a lot of people on the waiver wire anymore.
Hey, we could talk my commish corner rule change suggestion for next year.
I'm all for it.
Right now we currently have 6 bench spots, and obviously we have very deep rosters because we go 3 receivers, super flex, flex.
Yep.
My theory is to change to either 5 or even go all the way to 4 bench spots. Obviously, keep the 2 IRs for IR people,
Yep.
but adding 1 second. Adding two 2 bench spots or losing 2 bench spots would create one more incentive to move people because you're gonna have to do more shuffling, especially around bye weeks.
Yep.
Would create more inventory in the waiver wires, which would create a little more excitement about guys
Yep.
week in, week out, and just an overall lot of shuffling to try to keep your roster playable, I guess. Which I
Yep.
guess is the downside too. And we can move to 5 next year and see how that does, and then that's 12 more people in the waiver.
Yeah, I think it organically creates a little bit more intrigue
Yep.
going into, the whole transaction thing.
Because we all got so many guys just sitting on our bench that are like super long shots or super handcuffs. And... So,
Yeah.
anyways, that's my rule idea for next year.
I'm curious to get the thoughts on the league on this one because I'm in favor of it. I think, like you said, I mean,
And I'll tell you, Wentz won't like it.
no, he's not going to like it. I feel like there's a handful of guys who are going to be fine with it, and a couple that might not be into it. But look through the league at everybody's team and who's on the bench. Like we all just are. I mean, everybody's IR is full, and we all just got bums. Like nobody's got anybody.
And it'll help keep more quarterbacks available for the bye weeks and these teams that are struggle to find quarterbacks too.
Oh yeah, I mean, if somebody's quarterback gets hurt this week, there's nobody.
Yep.
I
And
mean,
if you only
there
got
isn't a
if you only got
single name.
5 or 4 bench spots, you can't just stash a quarterback that's not going to play because you might be on a bye week or something to need him.
Which kind of goes against your strategy the last couple of years.
Well, yeah.
But
How's that worked out for me? I drafted 5 of them. I think I got 1 left.
that's what you get.
God.
Yeah, that was karma.
Red rifle this week though.
Mm.
Buckle up. All right, now a segment I'm pretty excited about. Favorite group text of the week from the
Oof.
guests.
So I didn't clarify this with you, but I
Uh-oh.
assumed you meant last week,
Yeah, I mean,
like
you're the
last.
you're the first one of the week, so basically anyone from the entire season, I'd almost say, but like
Okay,
going forward, it'll probably be from when the last person picks until the next
gotcha.
show or whatever.
So I had I would call it a pretty good runaway winner of one that made me laugh out loud.
Yes.
And it was kind of a recapping a text from manager Jeremy Bancroft,
Yep.
who said, and I'm just going to quote, "The good news, my Chop League team has outscored my regular team the past 2 weeks. The bad news, my regular team has been outscored by my Chop League team the past 2 weeks."
Boy,
And I mean, if there is anything more fantasy football than that, I haven't seen it. That is as fantasy football as it gets.
that is hit the spot.
Oh yeah,
Speaking
good stuff.
speaking of the Choppa, I should do a little recap on the Choppa League, Guillotine
Oh
League
yeah,
for you. One thing that's become apparent, all the people in our other league, we're just getting wiped out like a fucking plague over there.
we got fucking steamrolled.
Goss is gone, T Lee gone, Panasic gone, Smitty gone, Mike gone. 5 of the 7 people who've been eliminated are from our league. What kind of showing? That leaves what? Wentz, Bancroft, and me, I think.
And you, yeah, not a
Jesus,
good showing.
Criminy.
At least we are bums.
Not great. Not great over there, folks.
Not whatsoever.
We're hanging on for dear life over there. 11 of us left,
Oof, duh.
but at
But I
least I
mean,
wasn't out first, I guess.
how about the top two projections for this week are in our league
Yeah,
though.
yeah. Hey,
That's
we
fun.
got some big hitters over there, though.
Oh yeah.
Not me,
Well,
but 559. I've got the lowest point scored. It's
good
okay.
lord, you are just limping by. Although you're not that much further behind than whoever Girth Brooks is.
That's it's Bono's brother, Nate's brother.
Oh, I
Like,
love it.
I think. Still getting names down over there.
Yeah, it's tough. I don't know who anybody is.
Pretty good text. What was my here's my surprise. Any surprise prediction I didn't prep you for here.
Okay.
Sleeper playoff team.
Okay.
Top 6 teams make the playoffs.
Top six.
Can't
Well,
can't pick Bancroft at 4 and 3, even though he's in 7th.
okay. No, that's fair. So I mean, obviously, let's see. One, two. I
Who's
think
gonna make it out of it?
you know who I think's gonna be sneaky and get in is Michael Goss.
Oh, stupid
That
Goss.
guy's got tenacity for days.
That's
He's
just,
2-5 right now, but he's scoring points.
Dak's a monster.
Yeah. DK,
Scatterbo.
yep. Scattaboo's gonna put up numbers.
When's the trade deadline? Because Goss's team could have like 4 more trades by the time that happens.
It's a good point. I think he's gonna find a way, man. He's like a turd that won't flush every year. We can't get rid of that. He just
If he
claws his
gets
way
if he
in.
gets Jaden back healthy playing, then he's got a shot.
Yep. So he's my little sneaky sleeper to make it. He might even do a little disruption in the playoffs if he makes it there with that lineup. I could see it.
Yeah, I mean he usually finds his way.
Oh boy, does he?
I
It's
say the
admirable.
same about me, but I don't like my chances this year. I think we might be dead in the water.
Well, you got some problems at quarterback. There's no
Pretty good,
question about
pretty
that.
good prediction. All right,
No.
last segment. This is another quiz one for you.
Okay,
I'm going to call this text to the commish.
got it.
I'm going to read you verbatim a text message that I received from someone in the league this week,
Okay,
and you have to guess who sent it.
I like it.
The text reads, "I'm beating the next person by over 100. I should get a trophy or medal."
Well,
And I'm not giving you context or any of the prior texts or anything.
yeah, the hubris alone, I can tell it's Medi.
All right, it was an obvious one.
The guy just wants to be recognized, and who can blame him? He's
The other,
killing it. He's killing it.
he sent me 3 texts in a conversation, and I was going to go with the other one, which was, "Do I get money for scoring the most points in the season for fantasy football?"
That's an interesting question.
To which I responded, no, best record in the regular season and then playoff winner. He responded, seems unfair.
I mean, what that man is doing right now. So he scored 98 in week one. Didn't have a
Yep.
great week. Lost.
Can we
But
also talk about him already asking if he wins money in week 7 and he's 4-3 and in
yeah,
fourth place?
that's the hubris I admire. I mean, it's admirable. But to not even break 100 week one and to have almost 1100 in week eight and to be just 100 points ahead of the next person
Yeah,
is that's diabolical work. That's crazy.
kick my ass.
And I mean, I looked through. I'd have to look again, but I looked through some of the prices he paid for some of his guys, and I mean, I think he got Jonathan Taylor for like $35, which
Yeah,
is, I mean, just
stealing.
crazy. Oh yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, I mean, ain't much we can say about him that hasn't already been said. He's killing it right now.
Hard to argue, hard to argue. But
No,
all right, I mean that's what I had on the docket.
I like it.
Episode 1. I'll stop recording here, put it up on the feed, send the link out here at some point.
Beauty.
Hold on, I gotta
Oh,
figure out how to stop.
oh boy.
How do I stop?
Oh no. Technical difficulties.